Hello, and thank you for watching the video on learning how to program in Scratch. Scratch is a free online programming language for anyone interested in coding. Scratch uses block coding, so it is a great way for beginners, especially children, to learn about coding so they can create their first program. I started Scratch in 5th grade, and it helped me learn the basics of coding, and it made me interested in coding. So, how will you get to Scratch? To get to Scratch, you type in www.scratch.mit.edu and press enter. When you type that in, you will come into this homepage. Scratch has create, explore, ideas, about, and your account. Let me sign out of my account. So this is what you will see if you're not signed in. So create is, if you click create, it will take you to the blocks and you can create your first program. And it will look like this. I'll get more into detail of these blocks later. If you click the Scratch logo, it will take you back to the home screen. Next is Explore. Here, Explore, you can see everyone's programs that they are posting and publishing in Scratch. Next is Ideas, which are simple tutorials for doing your very first Hello World application. Then is About, which is basically about Scratch, and you can also search some programs. So I would recommend you to make an account. So just click Join Scratch and choose a username. After you do that, you can sign in. And when you sign in, click on the folder and it will look like this. After you've created your account, you should see your username here, but you shouldn't see anything here because you haven't created any projects yet. I have created many projects before, so these are all the projects I have created. So before you begin, I will tell you about the blocks. So to do that, click Create. There are 9 sections, or 9 different types of blocks, which are motion, looks, sound, events, control, fencing, operators, variables, and you can create your own blocks. So, motion. Motion is, like its name, the motion of your sprite. What a sprite is your image that will do your program. So by default, Scratch will give you a cat sprite. So in order to make the project work, you have to drag these blocks and put it in your workspace. So if I click this, my sprite will move 10 steps. Also in motion, I can go to a random position, like that. Next is looks. Looks is how your sprite will look like. So your sprite can say hello for 2 seconds. Let me move this back to 0, 0. You can also drag it and put it anywhere. I can also make it think. So think for 2 seconds. I can also switch costumes. So costume 2 is its leg like this, and costume 1 if its leg stretched out. Costumes are here. I can change my costume. I can add costume. So let's say I want my costume 2 to be a red cat. I can change it. I can change a purple cat. I can change it to be a purple cat. And then when I go back and say switch to costume 2, it will become my purple cat. Sound is noise. Your sprite makes noise. So if I say play sound, meow, it will play the sound meow. You can upload more sounds here by clicking this choose a sound. And let's say I like the first one. I will go here and I have to change this to bass, and that sound will come. So in Scratch, your programs will start when you press go. So to let your sprite know to start, you have to drag this block that says when green flag clicked into your workspace and connect everything under that. Like Legos. These blocks are like Legos. So when I do that, now when I click the green flag, everything that's under this top Lego piece will happen. So first it will go to a random position, it will switch to costume 2, it will say hello, then it will play sound, it will think and then it will move 10 steps. Control is your loops, so repeating. I can make this repeat 10 times. And waiting. I can make it wait, and then I can make it switch to costume, let's say costume 1. Then is sensing. Sensing is for games. Your sprite will know whether it is touching mouse pointer, touching a specific color, and this asking stuff is for interactive games. You can ask the user a question and your sprite can answer that question. Next is numbers and math, if you're doing like a calculator game. And then it's variables, which is if you're making a game and you need a score, this is what variables are used for. Next is my block, which you can make your own block and make it do whatever it wants. This creation of my blocks is called making a procedure, and I will go more into detail later. So let's see what this does. That's once, and this will happen 10 times. Hope you know the basic block types to create your first application. So the blocks I talked about before is the blocks for the sprite, or in this case, the cat. There are also blocks for the background. This is to change the background into different backgrounds. For example, I can make a new backdrop, and let's say, I'll just choose the first one. I can drag this switch to backdrop 1, and it will switch. Arctic, and it will switch. Alright, so now that you know about the basic code, let's create our first program. So what most coders start off when they learn a programming language is making a hello world program. So basically it's a tradition where your program, whatever coding language you're using, it will print out hello world. So in order to follow tradition, let's create our first hello world program. So what you have to do is click on the cat, and then remember, anytime you make any project in Scratch, for now, you have to do when green flag clicked. So make sure you drag when green flag clicked into your workspace. And then go to looks and drag say hello for 2 seconds under when green flag clicked. Change the hello to hello world. And then click the green flag and you say hello world. Yay, good job. You created your first hello world program. Success! You're already a coder, yay! Well, I know you can do better than that. So I would say for your first project, you should choose a sprite. I will choose, let's see, I will choose the cat, so it will be easy. And then you can choose any background you like. I will stick with this Arctic background. And then I want you to make the cat move. It can be any steps. And then I want it to say your name. Hi, my name is Maheshwari in my case. And then I want you to say out loud using sound. I want you to say, my favorite color is purple, or whatever your favorite color is. And then I want you to change the cat's color to your favorite color, or whatever sprite you choose. I want you to try that, and if you know what to do, good for you. If not, don't worry, I'll teach you and I'll tell you how to do it step by step. So, let's begin. So if you haven't already, pick a sprite. You can do that by clicking choose a sprite and uploading a sprite, and choose a backdrop. just click back to the backdrop and choosing a backdrop. And then, so step 1, like I said, for now, you always start with this block when green flag clicked. So step 1, your cat moves forward. So that is in motion. Sorry, you first have to click cat. So in motion. So you have to do this and then move 10 steps. Move forward 10 steps. And then looks. It has to say your name. So drag say block. Hello. My name is Maheshwari. There. I would say that after you do a couple blocks, you should try it to make sure it works correctly. So let me try it by clicking the green flag. You can watch it again. It moved forward, and then it says my name. But that happened too fast, so I'm gonna wait. So I'm gonna put a wait block in between move and say. So now it will move, it will wait for a second, and then say my name. So after I say my name, I have to say my favorite color is purple. So to do that, I will go to sound, and I will go to sounds, and I will record a sound. So click record, and then you will get a pop-up that says, we need permission to use your microphone. Say yes. If you don't know, you can ask your parents for permission. So click allow, and then start recording by clicking record. So I'm gonna say, my favorite color is purple. Ready? My favorite color is purple! Yay! There. You can watch it, you can trim it. My favorite color is purple! Yay! There, I'll save it, and I'll rename it to my fave color. You don't have to rename this, but I'm just gonna do it, so I will not mess up. So, I will drag this here, and I will drag down and click my favorite color. Now, when I click go, it goes forward, it says my name, it says my favorite color out loud. And then I said you should change your sprite to your favorite color. So to do that, you will click on the sprite, go to costumes, and then add a costume. So click add, and then click the same sprite. Or you can always choose a different sprite, but for now, I'm just gonna choose the same sprite, cat A. I'm gonna go here and fill in the cat purple. I'm gonna rename this to Purple Cat. So to change your sprite to Purple Cat, you have to go to Looks and go to Switch Costume to Purple Cat. So in the beginning, the cat has to be the orange cat again. So to do that, you have to drag the same code all the way to the top and change it back to cat A. So when you click green, it will be orange cat and it will change to a different color. If you don't have this code switched back to cat A, your cat will always be purple. This is just to make it change color every time. So let's see if this works. Let me press go. My favorite color is purple. Yay! Yeah, it works. My cat moved forward, it said my name, it said what my favorite color was, and then it changed to that color. So you've created a much more complicated project than Hello World. You should be proud of. So you've completed your first project. Yay! I want you to keep practicing and making your project more complicated. So your next step is you change the costume into a totally different spray. So, if you chose cat, do a totally different animal or a totally different person if you choose a person. And switch that costume after you switch to purple cat, switch to that after you switch to your favorite color cat, switch to that totally different sprite and then move backwards. So we start here. So you have to go here and then you should say my favorite subject is in text after you come here. And then using sound, you should say my favorite food is using sound. So once again, after you do all this, you change the costume to a totally different animal. You go back, you say your favorite subject in school, and then using sound, you say your favorite food. That will be all for now. Thank you for watching the video. Hope you like my video. Hope you can subscribe. Thank you. Hope to see you next time. Bye.